Hello everyone, I am Hema Sati Sharma, TGT Science. Students, today we are going to discuss the chapter which is called Cell Structure and Function for class 8. First of all, we should know what is a cell. So cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Why it is called basic structural and functional unit of life? Why it is functional of life? Because it forms the building blocks of our body. Now it is called functional unit of life because all the life functions or all the vital functions performed by an organism is also performed by a cell. So cell is the basic structure and functional unit of life. Here you can see few pictures of cells which are present in our body. Red one is red blood cell, B is spindle shape cells which are present in muscles, and C is the branched cell which is present as nerve cells or neurons in our body. So all living organisms are made up of cells, and the cells, similar kind of cells, make tissues. Similar tissues which are performing the similar functions make organs. Organs which are performing a similar function will make organ system, and different organ system will make a living organism. This can be more explained by this slide. Here you can see atoms and molecules are at chemical level. These are at chemical level and these are non-living. Now these are forming cell, and at cellular level the life starts. Now the similar kind of cell makes tissues, and these tissues which are performing similar function are collect or are grouped together to make a organ. Now the organs which are performing similar kind of function, for example here small intestine, large intestine, gallbladder, pancreas, stomach, liver, esophagus, all are different organs. Now these organs all are performing a similar function which is of digestion. Okay, so now these organs which are performing similar function of digestion makes digestive system, and various organ system like digestive system, respiratory system, excretory system, reproductive system, they form organism. So we can say that this cell is the building block for all the structural unit of the living body. Now cells were discovered for the first time by Robert Hooke in 1665. This is how Robert Hooke looked like, and he observed a piece of cork under his microscope. What he did? He took a cork, he sliced it thinly, and he observed it under microscope. What does it observe? He observed that corks were made up of small boxes. He termed these boxes as cells, and these boxes looked like honeycomb. Since the cork is a dead thing or it is a non-living thing, these boxes or these cells were actually dead cells. So who discovered living cells for the first time? Anton von Leeuwenhoek for the first time observed living cells, and he did it using his improved microscope. This is how Anton von Leeuwenhoek looked like, and he observes microorganisms which were present in pond water. Now we will be studying types of cells. So cells are classified broadly into prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. So what are prokaryotic cells, and let us see what are prokaryotic cells. Pro means primitive and karyons means nucleus. That means the cell which are having primitive nucleus are called prokaryotic cell. Now these cells do not have a definite nucleus. Why prokaryotes are not having any definite nucleus? Because the nuclear membrane which will be enclosing the nucleus which will be enclosing the nuclear material will be absent. So the cells in which the nuclear membrane, nuclear material is not surrounded by any nuclear membrane, that means the shape of the nucleus is not definite, will be called prokaryotic cells. Okay, and the organism which is having prokaryotic cell will be called prokaryotes. And what are the examples? Examples are bacteria and blue-green algae. So some of the bacteria and blue-green algae are prokaryotic cells. So here you can see, as we discussed in previous slides, so here you can see this is the nuclear material. Now this nuclear material does not have any definite shape. Why it does not have any definite shape? Because it is not surrounded by a surrounding or boundary or any membrane. So since now no membrane is present or no membrane is surrounding the nuclear material, therefore nucleus does not have a definite shape, and it is called prokaryote or primitive kind of nucleus. Now what are eukaryotic cells? Eukaryotic cells means U means true and karyons means nucleus. So these cells are the cells which have true nucleus. Now what do you mean by true nucleus? True nucleus means nucleus has a definite shape. So why would nucleus have a definite shape? Because the nuclear material will be surrounded by a nuclear membrane or a surrounding. Okay, so the cells which are having a nucleus with a nuclear membrane will be called eukaryotic cells, and the organisms which have eukaryotic cells will be called eukaryotes. And what are the example? All organisms other than bacteria and blue-green algae are called eukaryotes. So here you can see the picture of a eukaryotic cell. Here this is the plasma membrane or the outermost covering which is giving a definite shape to the cell. And here nucleus is having a definite shape because the nuclear membrane or the outermost membrane which is surrounding the nuclear matter is present here. Now let us see the differences between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So most of the prokaryotes are unicellular. That means most of the prokaryotes are made up of only one cell, or they are single-celled organism. Whereas eukaryotes are multicellular. The nucleus is poorly defined because the nuclear membrane is absent. And in eukaryotes, nucleus is a well-defined structure because it is surrounded by a nuclear membrane. In prokaryotes, nucleolus is absent, and whereas in eukaryotes, nucleolus is present. So here you can see that in this nucleus, you can see a dense structure in the center of nucleus. Now this dense structure is called nucleolus, which is absent in the prokaryotic cell. Okay, so I hope you are clear that what is a nucleolus. So nucleolus is absent in prokaryotes where it is present in eukaryotes. Now cell organelles such as plastids, mitochondria, Golgi body, etc. are absent. So there are few parts of the cell which are absent in prokaryotes, but these are present in eukaryotes. Examples are bacteria and blue-green algae as prokaryotes, and every other organism like fungi, plant and animal cell except for bacteria and blue-green algae are called eukaryotic cells. So in our next lecture, we will be studying about organisms show variety in cell number, shape and size. Thank you so much.